Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy here, MC, and welcome back to Swahili Nation, Swahili to the world. Guys, as I promised you, today is a very special day because right here, right now, guys, I'm gonna have exclusive interview with the only Lil BALIIL, man. Lil BALIIL. Can you imagine? You know, I remember first time when I started doing reaction for Somali, I actually did Lil BALIIL song. That's how I found out about him, and I just fell in love with his music. He has such an amazing taste of music, and today I cannot imagine that today I'm having this opportunity to sit down actually to talk with my brother, man. This means a lot. Lil BALIIL, it's good to see you, man.
Thank you so much, my brother. Swahili Nation, always support, man. Thank you for the love, thank you for the love. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I gotta say this, I really appreciate you for coming here today. I know you're very busy with different projects that you have, but I really appreciate for just, you know, humbling yourself and be here today for this interview. This means the world to me.
Thank you for the time, brother. Without you, it couldn't happen. So thank you so much, brother.
I appreciate. I know a lot of people, they know you. You have such a huge fan base everywhere, not just Somali, but the other day I saw your post of Apple Music from Uganda. Your song is trending in Uganda.
Yeah, bro, that's the mission. That's the mission. Always just to make sure that Somali music, you know, reach the world, you know.
So first question that I have for you is, when did you know that you have a talent to sing? Lini ulijua kwamba una kipaji cha kuimba?
Bro, actually, I cannot say exactly that time, but since I was young, you know, I always used to listen, you know, international music like Kenya, Tanzania, and I always wanted to be, you know, someone, always wanted to make something new, something different from the music, the kind of music we do in my country. And I don't know, man. I just found out. I don't even know when I started, but yeah, I don't remember because it was a long time ago. Yeah, I don't remember.
Do you remember your first single you wrote?
yeah. I remember my first hit. My first hit name was "She Calls Me." I did collaboration with one of the best musicians in Somalia called Donny B. Donny B is my...
Oh, Donny B, I know him.
Actually, this journey, me and Donny B, we started together, you know. We used to be in a group called BALIIL, and wow, that was the first hit we ever made. She Calls Me, and it still is one of my favorite songs, you know. That's
amazing, and I think I don't remember if I reacted on it because I reacted all of the songs you have from your channel. That's how crazy I am, you know, with your songs, you know.
Thank you so much, brother. You know, every time people do reaction on my music, especially people who are neighbors or outside from Somalia, you know, I always see them and I always look for them and I always search them. Because at the end of the day, my mission is just to make sure, you know, Somali music to reach the world. So when I see things like this, people like you doing reaction on Somali music, you know, it always gives me, it always tells me do more.
Yeah. I gotta say that I was very surprised first time I did reaction to your song, and then I remember you reshare it, and then you also send me message to thank me. I was really surprised because it never happened before. Like, I know you're a very big artist, you know, like from, you know, Somalia and so many other countries. When you reach out to me, you know how I was freaking out. I don't know if you remember, you know, the voice note I sent to you. It really amazed me to see the level of influence you have and the level of humility you have. Like, it really amazed me. It's almost impossible for people to be big like the way you are and to maintain, to be humble and, you know, like the way you are. How do you maintain that? Like, unawezaje ku-maintain here?
Bro, to say the truth, before I become a musician or before I become a star, I was a human and I'm still human. So at the end of the day,
I love that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we don't have any difference, bro. We're all human. No matter where you're from, no matter what you're doing, we're all human. And if we don't support each other, then nothing is gonna happen. And what I mean is, you support my music. You did reaction. I also need to do the same. I also need to do the same. I also need to share what you did on my music, and also it makes me feel so good, because I told you before, my mission is just to make sure that Somali music reach to the world. That's why I always use that's why I always use hashtag Somali music to the world. We are in this generation, and we want to make sure that the next generation they can follow our footsteps. So don't be surprised. Now you do reaction on my music, and my music stays only Apple Music, Spotify, and iTunes. But don't be surprised when you see a Somali kid running East African musicians, or running against East African musicians, or running nominated awards. So
yes, exactly, man. Finger crossed to that, because I have been doing a reaction for Somali music, and I can say that it's one of the very different and very amazing and very unique music. And I wish like whole Africa and the whole world knows this amazing music, and finally and eventually start recognizing you guys by actually giving you nominations and awards. It's something that I am praying for, and it's something that I'm actually trying to support, to see one day that is happening, because you guys are doing really amazing.
Yeah, but let me tell you also one thing. When African community come together and they start talking about music, African music companies like nomination, awards, and everything, man, Somalia is out of the picture. And and we need to make sure as a youth. I think like 3 years back, I was alone, man. I was doing this thing alone with my partner, Donny B. We started this thing called Afro Music in Somalia. And to do some correction, I didn't start Afro Music. Afro Music, there's a people who did work hard for it, and there's a people who started. But me, I started in Somalia.
This was up,
So, but today we got a lot of musicians who doing something good and doing difference. So we just want to make sure that in the next couple of years, when the African community come together and they talk about music, then we need to make sure that we also there, you know.
That's amazing. I love your mission, taking Somali music to the world, and I really see that happening, because even right now I see that happening. Like looking at your recent single that you just released, One More Night. I love that song, and I really want to know what was the motivation you writing that song. Like, are you in? Because it's such a unique song. You must be in love or something.
You know, I always make my music for the ladies, and I have a big respect for the ladies. And One More Night, you know, sometimes when I write music, I just do what comes on my head, especially. I don't write music, bro. I just go to the mic and do whatever I feel like to do. So that's how One More Night come up, and I'm so glad, and I'm so happy that One More Night is doing big now. 1 week, and we doing big numbers. So
And for me, when I look at song like that, I see you are taking risk, because you are Somalian, right? You're a Somali person, and singing One More Night, you actually use English. I could tell, like from my expertise, I could tell that you really trying to break out and to go to international market, because you actually mix in English and you mix with some Somali. Is there any challenge that you get when it comes to Somali people, especially when you sing in another language?
Singing another language doesn't give you a hard time, and to say the truth, English is not my first language, so my English is not that good. If my English was good, I could write all my music only English. But let me tell you something: being musician or being artist in Somalia is the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do, because as a government, they don't support your music. Companies, they don't support your music. No one supports your music, man. It's one-man job.
So it's just by yourself.
Yeah, it's one-man job, and I wish that the future things like that need to change, because there's a lot of youth who got a lot of talent back home, and they don't need help. They don't have a record label who is signing them or help them. They don't have a good studio quality. There's a lot of things going back home. And being Somali musician, sometimes it gives me a lot of challenges, especially a song like One More Night. Back home they're talking about how I did my music video, but at the end of the day, you know, I say it is what it is. My target is not only in Somalia. My target is I'm trying to break international market. So so I'm just trying to be me and do what I love to do. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I love that you keep your identity while at the same time you're trying to actually bring Somali music to the world. Because I gotta tell you this, I didn't know anything about Somali music before, but first time to discover Somali music, it was through your music and the reaction that I did through you. And now I keep, like, I do almost like all artists from Somalia, I do reaction to their songs, and that's because of you. Like, so I think this is one of the evidence that Somali people, they can also see that, wow, so because of Lil BALIIL, actually Swahili Nation got to see this music, and now they're supporting Somali music, which is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Kudos to that.
That makes me proud. That makes me feel good, bro. If you just found out Somali music because of me, that's the mission. That's what I'm trying to do.
I appreciate that. But I want to know, what is your, I know your mission is to bring Somali music to the world, but what do you try to achieve from that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do what I love to do, and I'm ready for the future. I'm ready for the future. All I need to do is all I need to do is hard work, and they say hard work pays off. So yeah,
exactly.
I'm waiting for the future.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. So right now, I want to ask you another question about beef. What is your take about beef? Because for example, where I'm coming from, you always see beef between two different artists from the same country, and what happens is a lot of time it tends to, you know, to divide like two different groups. Let's say we all trying to push our music to the world, right? To, like, let's say Somali music to the world, but then when two big artists, they're having some sort of misunderstanding and beef, what happens is the fans also, they're divided. Like, you see, like, these fans are going this side and these fans are going this side. So it kind of like really hard to reach to the goal when you find two people from the same background, the same place, having all this, you know, like misunderstanding and beefs. What is your take from that, and what is your thought on that? And if you have beef with someone, do you have a beef with anyone?
Me, I don't have a beef with anyone, and if I look on the Somali music side, I think I will never have a beef with someone. The reason I say that is, all this style of, not the cultural music, but this style of Afro music or whatever it is, me and Donny B, and I think there's another guy called Ilka Ase, and there's a group called Maya. So we were the one who started. So and now there's a big musicians in the country, but I will never beef with them, because I see them as I inspire them, and I don't want to be against them. So if they beef with me, I will still support the music, and I will make sure that I will share the music with happiness. And my message to Somali musicians, it's not to beef. Let's not beef. Let's support each other and make sure that we break this international market, because my mama used to tell me, you cannot wash your face with one finger. If you want to wash your face, you need the whole hand.
Exactly.
So I just want to tell these musicians, let's support each other. One man cannot do everything, but if we all come together and we all do things the same way, you know, if it's the promotion, sharing, helping each other, everything, doing collaboration, then we can reach a big numbers, and we can break international music. But if we just come back to each other and we start dissing each other, bro, let me tell you, if I start dissing another musician with my language, Somali language, you will never listen to it, because you don't understand. But if we share love, but we come together and we do collaboration, and we try to push our music together, then you will see it. So So I think beefing each other is not going to help us.
Yeah, yeah. And what is your message? What is your message to the fans? Because sometimes artists, they might be fine, but then fans, they tend to like to take two different artists and to compete them together. Like, oh, this is better than this, that one is better than that. What is your message to the fans who they actually trying to make some misunderstanding between two people or two artists?
It's their choice. Fans, they always do what they love to do, as the way I do what I love to do, and every other musician is doing what he loves to do. Also, the fans, they listen to the music, and they know the good music. So it's their choice. And sometimes when they compare two musicians together, it's not bad, bro. They still remember your name. If they compare with you another musician, that means you and that other musician they're comparing with you. You're both doing good.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I love your mindset, bro. Man, I really wish all artists will think like this, you know, because I think this is very important to not exaggerate things and just to see them as they are, that this is entertainment business, and sometimes things, they're not gonna be like the way we want them to be, but we need to keep moving forward and keep running.
That's true. That's true, bro.
What is your hobby? Apart from music, what do you do like when you have your free time? If I don't find Lil BALIIL at the studio recording song, because I imagine you record all the time, you do Photoshop and music video or writing session, but what else do you do as a hobby?
Okay, I'm not only musician, I'm also a comedian. I do comedy sometimes. Wow. Yeah, I also write comedies. Yeah.
Wow.
I also write comedies. I always try to help other artists who are the comedians. And at the same time, when I'm not doing music, maybe I'm playing games. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's amazing. Man, I would never imagine that you're a comedian.
Bro, I'm a comedian. I'm a comedian. There's a time I quit music because bad people, you know, they tried to attack me many times and they forced me to quit music. I think it was 2015, 16. And then I used to do comedies. I started doing comedies, and that's when I found out, you know, I was a comedian, and people they give me a good feedback. By the way, they still telling me come back to comedy.
I think you should consider that. Yeah. So Lil BALIIL, what is your next project from now? Like, do you have anything exciting like coming up? If like is like collaboration with some international artists, who do you want to collaborate with right now?
Me, I don't choose. When I want to do a collaboration with the artist, I don't choose how big they are. I always choose how talented they are. So I don't choose I don't care if you have a lot of followers or a lot of views. All I care is do you have something that something that will surprise me. And if I go to the international collaborations, there's a lot of collaborations I already did, although I don't want to say the names. But very soon I will make sure that it will be out, and and I will, and I'm sure that then my community back home, they will be proud when they see these collaborations, because it's big.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait, and I'll be right here to react on the songs right away.
Maybe I'm also coming to your country.
You're coming to my country?
Yeah, I was already there doing something.
Really?
Working.
Dang, I'm excited for that.
There's a lot of collaboration coming out from your country.
Wow, come on, man. I'm excited for that. Somalia and Tanzania. Dang, I can't wait for that. And I'm really curious to know, like, who are those people? Yeah.
Kaka moja tu, we moja tu.
Yeah. Watanzania mnasikia hiyo? Kaa tayari, kaa mkao wa kula. Lil BALIIL is coming for you all, you know?
I love bongo music, man. I love bongo music. Tanzanians, they inspire me. Tanzanians and Kenyans, Uganda people, they are the reason I try to start this music back home, because it's what I learned from them, because I grew up listening to their music. Mr. Nice. Wale watu hawachezi, bro, ni wakali. Kiba, usicheze na wao. Usicheze na wao. Mr. The king himself, Mr. Platinums. So
yeah, Diamond Platinums, yeah, man. And who is your role model when it comes to music? Who are you looking up to?
I think my role model is Lil BALIIL because
Oh, drop the mic.
I always focus what I will do next, and and I always challenge myself. I always try, if I release a song yesterday, I always try to make sure next song I release, my target is just to make sure that I do better than the last one, you know.
Than the previous one, yeah, and I can tell that, yeah.
And when it comes to other musicians like Somalia, Kenya, Tanzania, bro, Uganda or America or these German countries or UK, Deutschland, bro, I listen all of them. I don't choose. I choose only the good music. I only choose the good music. Like Tanzania, like Kenya, there's a Sauti Sol, Calligraph Jones, Otile Brown, bro. I listen all of them. Although they don't do the same style of music, but I still listen to them. I listen to Calligraph. He does hip hop. Sauti Sol, you see, it's soul. So I listen all of them, bro. I listen to good music.
That's amazing, man. You know, personally, when I look at people like you who influence a lot of young folks out there, I see a lot of potential because you guys are playing a big role on like uniting and just sharing love with the community and society. And I've seen that from you, Lil BALIIL, doing that, and I just hope you just gonna continue to move forward and keep running and keep, you know, uniting people of Somali and people from Africa as well at the same time, because I feel like the music that you're doing and the taste of your music, it plays a big role in unifying and actually bring that love, you know, to people, because as they're listening, they enjoy, right? So they feel like some sort of peace and love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, let me tell you something. You know, my biggest mission is to change what they see on the TV about Somalia. Because when you look at the TV, all you see is like explosion. They tell you there's no government there. They tell you everyone is terrorist. Everyone is killing. They're killing each other, bro. That's my goal. That's what I want to change. Because although it is true, there's a collaboration. There's explosion, there's a problem, there's a people dying every day. It is true, but also it's not only that. There's a talent in the country. There's a good players, there's a models, there's a actors, there's a musicians like us. So that's what we're trying to change, what they see on the TV.
Exactly.
It's not only bad things, there's also good things there. Yeah,
that's a good thing. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Because wherever you go, I mean, you'll find some bad things and good things, and that is kind of like also the mission of Swahili Nation. Because you know, I'm always really upset when I look at the Western media and how it portrays about Africa, countries like Somalia, while there's so much goodness in the country. And that's why, you know, that is one of the things that me and you, we actually have the same, because my mission and my desire is to see people seeing Africa in a different way. Like when they go on the internet, they find good things about Africa and not just those stereotypes that they always see and they always think. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They think like Africans are scary and you cannot go there, otherwise you will die. That's not true. You can die anywhere. You can die in the States, United States. People dying there every single day.
People getting killed every day. So, man, music brings people together. We're having this conversation, we're having this interview because of music. If I couldn't go to the studio and record that song that you did reaction, you couldn't find me, and I couldn't find you. So music brings people together. So my message to whole Africa is let's come together and let's start working together. Let's start working together, because you don't need to give food Somalia, bro. Somalia is a rich country, but people don't know that it's a rich country. But also focus on the music side. Countries like Nigeria, South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, I don't know, Cameroon, they're doing good when it comes to music. but they forget the neighbors. There's also talent there. So I'm telling them, you all need to come out and let's work together. Let's,
And I gotta say that personally, I've been attacked so many times by other people, you know, from some other places, because when you're talking about Swahili Nation, people, they thought that I will, maybe the only thing that I'll be doing is doing reaction from Tanzania, you know what I'm saying? But when I started, the reason why I choose the Horn of Africa, like basically Somalia, and then later on I went to Ethiopia, because I kind of feel like a lot of Africans, they're not exposed to this music. And when I was exposed to them, like through Somalia, through you and Ethiopia, Teddy Afro and other people, I realized that, man, there's just so much goodness in this music. And I would love the whole world to know that, you know what, there's a music in the Horn of Africa, and you guys, you need to see this. You need to listen to this. And I hope, we're gonna reach out. We're gonna reach there one day.
And they have to see the name Swahili Nation. So, so it's Swahili to the world. I'm from Somalia. Lakini bro, mimi najua Kiswahili. So Swahili to the world.
There's a lot of Somali people, actually, they speak Swahili. They know Swahili because it's East Africa, you know what I'm saying? Like, they speak Swahili, and I could, like, a lot of them, they comment, on the post and all those kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And if because Tanzanian music, of course, it's going there. When you look at Nigeria, they're kind of like leading continent. And like, I really want the world to know that, Africa is full of different culture, different people, different music, different style. Because when you talk about Somali, your music is very different, and it's very unique. And that's what makes it special. You know what I'm saying? And I wish people, they can see that side, and not just Afrobeats, not just Bongo Flava, but see other side of Africa from Somalia and other countries out there.
Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true.
Yeah. Well, so brother, we are almost there at the end, and right now I would just love to give you opportunity to say anything that you want to say to your fans, anything that you want to say to young folks out there, like anything that you want to speak. This is your time to share.
Thank you so much, bro. And the only thing I don't want to talk to only my fans, but I want to talk to Somali youth around the world where they are.
That's good.
And the only thing I want to say is, guys, let's change this game. We can do it, and we don't need to be scared. All we need to do is just come out and show your talent, and I'm sure that you can even be bigger than anyone. Just make sure you just do your thing. And yeah, that's it. And also I want to say, sorry guys, my English, it's not that good.
Come on.
But I just want to make sure that I knock every door and and take what I deserve to take. Yeah.
I gotta say, your English is really good. You're being hard on yourself, but you have really good English.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, real BALIIL, I really appreciate for taking your time, man, and sitting down with me. You have no idea what this means to Swahili Nation, because this is my very first interview with African artists. Actually, this category I kind of call like Africa's finest. Like those, Africa, it has a lot of uniqueness, and one of them is people like you, like celebrities. So I really appreciate you stepping down here today and doing this interview with me. It means a lot to Swahili Nation. I wish you all the best, and I will always be here to support you, man. Until the end.
Asante sana. For Swahili to the world, and also Somali music to the world. Let's come together.
Somali music to the world.
Yeah. Peace and love.
That's what's up. Thank you so much, guys, for stepping out today. And I really appreciate it, guys. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, turn on notification button, follow your boy on social media, Swahili Nation right here, Mika Chavala, and as well, official Lil BALIIL official on Instagram as well. I appreciate it, guys. Until next time, don't forget to love one another and spread peace wherever you are. Swahili Nation, Swahili to the world. Lil BALIIL, everybody.